Hello, everybody. This is Greatness Becoming Greater, GBG. We got another GBG Rants, and today I wanted to talk about purpose. I feel like a lot of people have a misconception on purpose, and the idea of not knowing what your purpose is or thinking your purpose is something else can cause a lot of stress and depression. Because a lot of people are looking for their purpose and not finding it is hurting them, or they reach a level in which they've accomplished something that they worked so hard for, and after that they feel like life has become meaningless. And a lot of people who are empty from the purpose, I think the pain comes from, it's a scripture that says hope deferred makes the heart sick. So one thing that adds to depression is broken hope or hope deferred, meaning, example being, when you're dependent on somebody to do something for you, and when they don't come through, it hurts a little bit. Or you're in a situation where, let's say, you're waiting for a year or years for something to come to pass and it doesn't, and it chisels away at you. And that chisel is what's bringing that depression in, and that pain and that hurt. And so first I just wanted to say, and this is just my opinion, but I think everyone's purpose is exactly the same. I don't think it's deep at all. Your only purpose is to bring goodness to others, to the world, and to yourself. When you step in an environment, how are you impacting it in a good way? That's it. I feel like if everybody knew that that was your only purpose, we wouldn't have so much stress. And I'll get into some other things later, but that is the core of what I think everyone's purpose is. Now, I do believe that there are different goals that are attached to us or that we create for ourselves along the way. And those goals help kind of push us forward in life. So let's say your goal is to develop a business. These goals, as long as you're providing goodness to others in the world, then you are fulfilling your purpose. So if you establish a business and you create a business with a purpose of helping others, or as a byproduct of the business, it helps others, then you are fulfilling that purpose. If you work a job and when you come into that job, you are providing goodness to others. Now, remember, everybody is not going to accept everything that you do. And it is what it is. You can't change the world. I ain't say you can't change the world. We can make little changes, but some people can't be changed, or it's very unlikely that they'll change. So don't bet your whole life on changing one person or changing anybody. Your only goal is to get in there and make that good impact. If you're making a good impact and you did your part to be a good person and do good things in that environment, then you are achieving your purpose. There's nothing wrong with it. So no matter what your job is or what you're doing in life, if you are making good steps with good impacts, then you are fulfilling your purpose. And this also extends to like relationships, family, things like that. So if you have a family and like there's a purpose in that family situation, so your goal at that time is being in your family. So we have many goals or assignments, right? And if your goal or your assignment is in that family, that moment is, am I doing good things for my family? Am I treating them good? Am I being a blessing to them? You know what I mean? And being a blessing to your family is listening to them, making sure they're being heard, making sure they're being cared for, and everybody dynamic is different, but you may have a goal to be a millionaire, but your purpose might not be a millionaire. All right. And we have to learn to find the joys in the things that matter. So even though it's good to have a lot of money, can you find joy in you and your significant other and your children being good to each other? because when you find that, like, especially in a family, the purpose is to create able-minded people and to grow and be healthy. And so when you can focus on those values, you have more joy than focusing on chasing something, that those materialistic things that don't satisfy you long term. Those things can help amplify the other purposes. If you focus on the other purposes, they'll benefit. But if you focus on the actual goal itself, then it will cause problems. And to kind of be clear on what I mean by that is, like, and remember, these are my GBG rants, so I might be wrong later. And like I said, as a community, we can help each other grow. Y'all can tell me where I feel like I'm wrong. But a lot of people have, let's say your goal was to, like, you're a famous fighter and you win a championship. Some people, life becomes meaningless after that. Or somebody became a doctor and then they have nothing else to fight for after that. Especially if you don't have a family or anything like that. You spent your whole life learning and achieving these goals, so you cut a lot of people around you off, so you by yourself now. But once you reach that peak of what you felt was success, getting that award or whatever, a lot of people feel empty because the goal was never the purpose. The goal was a byproduct, an assignment, but the purpose was always to bring goodness to others and joy. So if we take the fighter thing, for example, or a basketball player or whatever, we're going to use the fighter one. Like, after you reach that goal and you hit the next stage of life, one thing you could do is teach others how to achieve the goals you achieved. Because you have this understanding of something you've accomplished. If you spread that to other people, you are doing goodness to them. And I do, from living this life, I wholeheartedly believe that when you help others and it does well, it makes you feel better than only focusing on yourself. I think as a society, it's better to focus on the greater good of most, and that in turn will make you better and feel better. Now, I'm not saying neglect yourself, because it benefits others for you to be able-minded. You're more helpful to others if you're in good health than if you're not in good health. So it's good to take care of yourself. That's a part of goodness and purpose, is to also take care of yourself. Don't neglect yourself. Okay? Now, I think that's pretty much it. I just wanted to emphasize to everybody that I feel every human's purpose is the same. Bring goodness to others, bring goodness to yourself, bring goodness to the world. If we all did that, we'd all be in a better place. And that we all have different assignments and goals along the way. And I think sometimes we miss certain goals and assignments, and they can set us back as far as, like, different missions we might have in life. But there's always a redemption. Like, continue to strive to be a good person and do good things to others. And in making this video, honestly, as I've been thinking some of this stuff out, it's helped me to refine one of my biggest goals. Like I said in one of my earlier videos, I'm trying to create a community of people, but it's even clarified even more now, because I would say one of my biggest goals now is to create a place of peace, joy, and protection or security for like-minded people. So a place where they can go to and have that thing. Like, peace is important, joy is important, and feeling secured is important. So that's one of my goals that I've kind of like refined even in making this video. And the purpose is still the same: bring goodness. And the reason that goal popped up in my head is, like, if I was thinking about, okay, I really want to bring goodness and stuff, but there's so much craziness in the world. So I got to create a place where people feel comfortable and at peace, not stress as much. And so, you know, as y'all ride with me, if y'all do, we'll try to create that place. You know what I mean? But I think that's pretty much it. If you got any questions or comments, or y'all can make rebuttal videos of what y'all feel like, you know, or expanding on it, just let me know. Y'all be blessed. GBG out.